almost never play Magebane. I could do that.
Can I go scout?
But Magebane is very passive.
Hey, Testy.
For the first 25 minutes of the game.
Hard care. You should be Sandwraith.
Nah, I played Sandwraith earlier today, so.
Thinking what the suicide is.
Can you go like bubbles or something?
SS
Whatever you want.
Not great bubbles.
Gonna play the old Magebane because I almost never play him.
Fuck it.
And it looks like we're actually gonna be in a contested lane. So.
Elonia, the greatest euphoria is gained pure mana.
Maybe not. Maybe they'll send Kraken Suicide. Alright, just a heads up that I'm gonna go to whatever lane where there's not two people.
Vengeance will be.
It looks like. God damn it. We can't just have a suicide Vindicator. This is fucked up. Alright, so my team kind of fucked up here.
No shackles can keep me.
I don't know about that, man.
I'll be fine.
I don't have a hard carry, so might not be that bad.
Yeah, I'll just pester him and I'll just stay
Alright,
alive.
so what I should be doing here is ignoring my team for a little second and trying to find out where the hell the lanes are going.
Gained from pure mana.
You are top with me, babysitting, and if I don't need help, I will send you away. However, if there's a Kraken top, I cannot beat him alone because Magebane sucks. So, I will request your assistance in beating his face. However, if they send two people top, I may leave you entirely to go free farm bottom. That is my plan. And they send two people top. And I will go try to free farm bottom.
Vindicator, you want to rotate top?
No. I need them to babysit. We're going to send a solo support Monarch top.
In a blink of an eye.
Good luck, Monarch. I wish you the best.
Godspeed, Monarch.
Vengeance will be mine.
Carry Monarch.
We all believe in you here on the Hellborn team.
Not a problem.
So that's why I walked over there immediately to find out which lane I could farm easier.
Don't take it personal.
Oh my god, it's two dual lanes.
Cold-blooded Testy.
Wow. So picking a hard carry here was...
Condemn that Monarch to many, many deaths.
Picking a hard carry here was kind of a bad idea. So I should actually go back top where Parasite can gank for me. Because both the lanes are contested. So if I go back top, I'll actually have the option of actually getting that easy win lane that I should have had in the first place. I'm used to seeing Solstice in the jungle, however he can lane quite efficiently, so it's not a problem for him to lane. That's one of the things that is good about... Yo! You went way too far up.
For Queen and Country.
And now I'm probably dead too.
Yep.
Yeah, you went way too far up. And he took advantage of that right away.
Okay.
So that's the problem. This is something you all have to deal with at some point, is when your support feeds. That's just the way it is sometimes. So we've lost this lane.
You want to check top.
So farming is going to be fairly difficult and contested.
Bottom.
Whereas what we're hoping for on a hero like Magebane is complete free farm so that we can contribute earlier than the 35-minute mark, you know. Because usually when someone sees someone pick Magebane, they're like, "Oh, what are you doing, man? Like, help out the team, man." And Magebane is like AFK farming. So I probably should have picked something like Swiftblade, which could have picked up a kill there, as I said earlier.
In a blink of an eye. Your mana is mine. On it.
Beware.
So what we want to do is keep the
We'll
lane
test
far
these
back since they
education
can kill
stream
you.
and continue into the deep reaches of Dota 2.
Consider it done.
And they'll continue everywhere, I guess.
So,
So here we have the option of getting
I'm already there.
steam boots, or, well, we can actually even go phase boots if we want to try some fun build, but can go the usual ring of health route, or steam boots, or whatever.
Hero missing.
Not a problem.
I was actually going to go steam boots because I thought I wouldn't be taking too much harass, but we don't have this warded bottom.
Vengeance will be.
So now they're actually crushing our ass in experience, which sucks.
Consider it done.
But on the plus side, it is getting pushed.
Didn't stop. Monkey King's getting it.
You need to stand very far back. If they go on you with this kind of creep waves, you're dead. Stand far, far back. Farther, farther.
No shackles can.
As soon as Solstice press Q's on you, you're dead. Anyway. So I got Ring of Health just for when they do start harassing me, which they're doing now.
Is he alone? We might be able to.
If they weren't harassing me, I could go Steam Boots to try and pick up a kill easier.
Just kidding.
Greatest euphoria
We lost our courier.
gained from pure mana. You're finished in a blink of an eye. Your mana is mine. Nothing can save you now.
Invasion too. We kill Lily.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Thank you for the slow. I'd like to burn more of his mana. Thanks for coming down here, by the way. So Parasite saw what he could do and did the correct thing of coming down to help us out here so that I could
I'm gonna go and buy a courier.
continue farming.
Where's my boots? They were on the courier.
Where did the courier die? Anyone know? Dang it.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Oh, crap. However, now we're alone down here, so everything's all contested and junk.
Your mana is mine.
So, because we have no HP, we're gonna start building our steam boots. Unfortunately, that's
yeah,
not an armor piece or a strength piece in there.
Nothing can save you now. In a blink of an eye. Is mine.
And this isn't a game, even though this particular game is not a game for Vanguard Magebane, particularly because I want to be able to contest a Monkey King when he's carrying later on in the game. If I go Vanguard, I'm not even going to have a chance at doing that. All his skills go through Vanguard, and I want to be able to kind of fight him straight up.
Your mana is mine.
Well, equal items, I would say
hero
Monkey
missing
King
from
has an
middle.
advantage, but hopefully middle's doing a decent enough job that he's not free farming on him, and so that I can get a fairly decent farm advantage and go in.
Not a problem.
Alright.
Monarch. They're all bottom, bud.
Yeah, we got a kill out of it.
Yeah, he's got.
Go.
What the heck is Vanguard
At least you got
FFS?
it.
Vanguard is Helm of the Black Legion.
Go. Use spells. Come on.
Need to place this ward.
In a blink of an eye.
Someone upgrade here and everything.
Useless against me.
I've not got any farm whatsoever, dude.
Anyway, as you can see in that
Yeah,
last
you
fight,
want
we were able to kill Voodoo
Supporting at the moment.
because we went on him right away as he's going on
Yeah.
Alonia. Or not Alonia, Vindicator.
Did they run away from bottom lane?
But you notice we switched targets because we realized we're not going to kill Alonia, and if we overextend on her, Solstice will kill us if we don't burn his mana so that he can't Q us. So
Not a problem.
right there, if like there was a really bad carry player, he might try and really go for that Alonia, but he shouldn't have, right? So
Vengeance will be mine.
right there, we made the right call.
Consider it done.
But we can kill that Solstice.
I have an ult. Hold on. Let me go in front of him and I'll ult.
Your spells are useless against me. Mana and blood will be spilled.
Ow.
Did he seriously get
Where
back
is
out?
he?
I think he got back out.
Greatest euphoria.
Sorry.
Peasant. Your mana is mine. Vengeance will be mine. Nothing can save you.
structures is under attack.
Can I get that? Oh, never mind.
Sorry, bud. You said it as I was getting it.
Your fate.
Good curry.
The darker the magic, the sweeter it tastes. In a blink of an eye.
Anyway, one of the problems with Magebane is if I go head to head with any of these heroes, not Alonia and Voodoo Jester.
Your mana is mine.
Oh,
I'm just gonna straight up lose the fight.
Yeah, then they're coming bottom to kill you.
I'm trying.
Like, I'm not gonna 1v1 Monkey King. I'm definitely not gonna 1v1
I've got no
Kraken
ulti either.
or anything
at the
like
moment.
Enemy hero missing from
Or
middle.
boots for that matter.
Not a problem. The greatest euphoria is gained from pure mana.
that. That's fine. They got this tower pretty convincing now.
Seen you now. In a blink of an eye.
Anyway, right now,
No shackles can keep me forever. Not a problem.
right now is when I need you to leave the lane and go join Monarch. Because I need solo levels now.
Your mana is mine.
Okay.
This is where I'd like to static farm, but they're grouping up and taking all our towers. So normally, as Magebane here, after they push one tower, you would start static farming. But in this case, I'm actually probably going to have to push. This actually could be a wrong call,
They're all here.
but since they're pushing, I'm going to push back a little bit. What this may do is rob me of a place to farm,
Save you now.
but considering how grouped up they are, I should be able to blink around the map
No shackles
and
can
actually
keep
pick
me
up farm
forever.
while they waste time.
Consider
And that's what I'm hoping to do. But it looks like they're just going to try and take all our towers because they have a pretty decent advantage right now. And the reason why they have a decent advantage is it's partially because of my pick and partially because of Vindicator's pick. Our picks aren't good for early game team fighting. Vindicator's okay for early game team fighting if you have a good lead-in stun, something like Behemoth to initiate. You know, Behemoth goes in, Vindicator silences, their whole team is stunned or whatever.
Rebels, do you mind if I actually get my boats or?
Like Chu always loved to pick like Behe, Vindicator, and Tempest together because it was a really great combo, so that they could initiate, they could choose the fight, they could silence the enemy team. That's kind of an older strategy, and that was back when Vindicator's passive was a little cooler. Yeah, I'm trying to counter push because our team fight sucks dick. So right now they recognize that their team fight is pretty superior to ours, and they're taking all our towers. Right now, Monkey King, Kraken, and Solstice contribute more in a team fight than a Magebane can. And most certainly a Vindicator. Whatever. We'll just go for this tower anyway.
have destroyed a Legion tower.
They're coming for you mid, and they're gonna come take mid tower. I'm gonna keep pushing bottom. What we should do is try and push the side lanes as much as possible. Okay, Pebble's got a pretty good pick off there on Monkey King. That's actually kind of huge. Unfortunately, he's going to die a terrible, terrible death for it.
The darker the magic, the sweeter it tastes. Not a problem. Mana and blood will be spilt.
SD, will you be showing stream
One of-
glory of Mjolnir?
No. One of the things that is good about Magebane when he does a Helm of the Black Legion build is when they do group up and push, he can actually get in there and make one person on their team useless by burning his mana. And it also allows him to contribute a lot more in an early game fight. However, against this particular lineup, I don't find it to be that useful, because what they would do is probably stun and then follow up with a Kraken ult and some Voodoo Jester Maledict, and I'd cease to exist. So right now the best strategy we have is for me to get a BKB.
I defy.
Most times when you're Magebane, you don't want to get a BKB right after you get your Battle Fury,
On it.
because you can usually afford to be more greedy and get something even like a Manta or basically any other item that's going to help you farm faster and carry harder. In this particular instance,
Pure man.
well, I think we might be able to kite them around without getting our base pushed. Still going to get a BKB so that if they do push our base, so that I can actually contribute in the goddamn fight, right?
Can we fight this?
I'm already there.
No, there's too many. So what we are doing right now is leading them around, and it's working. They actually just chased me with 3 people, so
Nothing can save you now.
Alonia low on mana there. I'd like to jump her, but
Done.
I'm not going to jump her
Your spells are useless against me.
because I have standards.
I'm already there. One of your structures is under attack. In a blink of an eye.
So here on Magebane, you can actually opt to level your skills slightly differently. Since I'm getting a BKB, I can just might as well level up my passives anyway.
I'm already there. Vengeance will be mine. Your mana is mine.
But some people go stats so that you farm faster or whatever.
On it. Mana and blood will be spilled. Consider it done. No shackles can keep me forever. Nothing can save you now. The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower. You're finished. One of your structures is under attack. I'm already there.
No, the Alonia kill earlier that you just mentioned there, I had no chance of killing her really.
Nothing can save you.
Kraken was right there, and their team was in the area, so it's not worth the attempt.
Sensei, I have a question.
What is your question, young man?
Mana and blood.
If your team was already doing well, and you had gotten free farm and pretty much pressured all the lanes in one, would you take advantage of that and keep pushing, or would you just keep farming?
It just depends on what the hell you want to do. If you're just saying if we're crushing a game, what's the best thing to do? Like, who cares? You're crushing it. So
No shackles.
in that case, it just doesn't even matter because it's a wash. So the game's over.
But what about giving the opponents the potential to come back?
Nothing.
They're not gonna come back. If you have a sizable advantage and they come back, that's on you. Because especially if you have map control, the only way they'd come back is if they have... Whoa! Alright, so we're gonna TP back to base and we're gonna fight. Alright, I got my BKB now, so I can jump in
Brown,
there.
can you go and stun him?
Wait.
Brown, go stun, Brown.
Yo, shut up. Wait for everyone to come in. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright.
Double tap. Righto. Double tap. Contemptible. Ultimate warrior hat trick.
So our initiation there, our initial blink didn't do like much other than cause a little bit of confusion. We didn't use our ults in a really necessary way that game, but the fight was a little one-sided, so it didn't matter. Normally you want to save it for when they group up, but the supports were a little further back. So normally you want to save it for Alonia or Voodoo Jester who have higher mana pools where you can burst them down.
Sweeter it tastes. Mana and blood will be spilt. Consider it done. Don't take it personal. I defy all.
think our ancients are triple stacked.
Alrighty.
Wait.
Now there's a bunch of builds on
Got them.
Magebane that people do. To be honest, I think there's a lot of good builds on Magebane. There's a lot of maybe quirky or fun builds that you can do on Magebane that are actually pretty good. Like I've seen Genjuro Magebane, and it's actually pretty good just to have the slow on him. I normally don't do that, mostly because I don't play the hero that often. So,
Your mana is mine.
No, they
But-
double.
for instance, most of the time you go for Wing Bow at some point in the game. A lot of people like Basher on him. I personally don't get Basher just because I hate having a cheap item in my
You're staying
inventory.
there, Pebbles. I know you're there.
And by a cheap item I mean something that doesn't cost 4,000 gold. So that's just my personal dislike. But I guess that's not true, because sometimes I do build a Vlads on Magebane.
Pure mana.
And usually when I build Vlads, it's because I intend to build a Frostwolf Skull.
15.
And I do that because I hate being kited.
Vengeance.
It's one of the worst things about Magebane. You can be free farmed and farmed all as hell with other good items, but
Mana
if you get kited, it doesn't mean anything. So it doesn't matter.
Wait a second.
I initiate with my BKB and then you go in on whatever target you think is best. There's no set target for you to go in on. It depends on their positioning.
Stream brings up a good point. If you
Yeah.
don't like items that low, why do you have boots?
Already there. Your spells are useless.
Because I need boots!
Replace with Genjuro, please.
I will replace them with Genjuro if the game goes long enough. Maybe a Dawnbringer, I don't know.
Darker the
It's an illusion, man.
the sweeter it tastes.
Can we fight this?
Now if they stick around you could get them, but that's a illusion right there.
No shackles can keep
The real monkey can stop with me.
your mana.
So right now I actually should be picking up an item that increases...
Wait a second.
I'm making a mistake right here, but I'm doing it knowingly. I should be picking up an item that increases my farm right now,
Please don't take my farm.
Save you now.
which is basically any item I can buy. So
Wait a second.
I could pick up a Manta, which is a Geometer's Bane, or I could pick
Pure
up...
mana. Your
I could
spells
start
are
picking up my
useless
Wing
against
Bow,
me.
which is actually what I'm gonna do.
In a blink of an eye.
Oh, I might be getting cut off.
Wait a
So they're using the courier, so I'm just gonna go back to base to refresh my mana, because I haven't been putting it on
Don't take it personally.
Intel boots non-stop, which is what I should be doing. As I said, I get a little less perfect and forgetful when I talk to you gentlemen, but it's alright. I forgive you. Nah, I'm sorry for the arrogance. Anyway.
Pebbles? Hello?
You are
Pebbles?
so dead.
The sweeter it tastes.
I'm just gonna be my team, because that train of thought needs to keep going, right? So anyway.
Mana and blood will be spilled. Consider it done. The greatest euphoria is gained from pure mana.
Anyway, we're just paused. Now would be a good time to talk to my team and tell them what to do so that we're all on the same page, but trying that hard is just rude. There's actually nothing wrong with it, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Parasite.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I mean, we have a level 18.
for Magebane builds, I might actually just go Wingbow Genjuro, just so I have the extra slow and crit. As I said, I often build a Frostwolf, but the decision between Frostwolf Skull
I don't think it's max. I think it's only level 3.
and 1 second.
Many enemies.
Yep. Oh. I really just want to jump in there alone, but I shouldn't.
I can Codex one of those. Oh.
Consider
If I had gotten those other CS, I'd have my Wingbow.
Don't take it personal. I defy all.
Testy, when I open the buy menu, it doesn't appear. Testy, don't you think your cup is demonstratively large, maybe even compensating? Would you agree? Isn't it actually a mockery of those in the world who can not drink clean water? Damn. No, I don't think that's the case.
Your mana is mine. No shackles can keep me forever.
Anyway.
On it.
So we weren't forced to fight there, so we're gonna go back doing what Magebane does. Now if we get some lifesteal, we can just do Kongor instantly at any time. Oh nice, there's already a counter ward there. Sometimes blinking into the darkness like that is a super easy way on Magebane to throw the game. Oh yeah, use that mana. Thank you.
In a blink of an eye. The
Thank you, Lady of the Cold.
Wow.
Pure mana.
So yeah.
Your spells are
Wow.
useless against me.
Oh, he has a bastard, doesn't he?
Consider it done.
Bastard too strong.
You're finished. On it.
Oh, Testy, did you ever get around to watching Frozen?
I did.
How'd you like it?
It was alright. A bit overrated, but it's not a bad movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Done.
Like people
I
were
was
like,
reminded,
"Oh, Frozen is so good," and I'm like, you know, it was
Yeah,
okay.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reminded of it when you killed Alonia. I'm like, you know, that reminds me.
To a taste.
Lady of the Cold is Elsa as well.
Your spells are useless against me.
Anyway. So,
Yeah, he's been fine.
I'm actually gonna go Genjuro this game with what's it called? Symbol
No
of Rage.
shackles can keep me forever.
Just because.
He's been fine. You seem like 100 gold.
I'm doing this just so that I can solo Kongor as soon as they die, and then just go in and kill them all.
Your mana is mine.
Since they're all grouped up here, I could probably easily take this tower as well for my team.
And also maxed out Codex with maxed out level 3.
Though they might just concede at any moment, so I don't know. Okay, we're gonna pop up right in the middle of them. However, we do have that problem where we are melee. Switch treads, see if we can cast a spell. We cannot. Alright. So as soon as that team fight is over, because they're low level, we're not going to push in the event the game goes on, you know. So because they're low level, we're not going to push. We can take a tower, but to be honest, when we know it's going to be contested right away. Take Kongor. I really get annoyed with my teams when they don't do that. They're like, no man, they're dead, let's push. And I'm like, look at the time. I say, well, look, the creep wave isn't even close to their base. We're not gonna take their base, right? So what we want to do is take Kongor and just easily secure the win, right? Because they're not gonna kill me twice at this rate when they're all low level because they've been grouped up running around all game. So that's just that's the correct thing to do in that situation. However, what you could do is send 2 people or 3 people to push. Just take the outer tower while we take Kongor, and then when everything refreshes, we fight them again and just end the game. And that would be the best, like the optimal solution right there. Anyway, I'm not sure if you gentlemen have any questions beyond that point, but yeah. However, let me explain to you why Frozen is an awesome movie and why it is said to be the best Disney animated movie since The Lion King. I said I enjoyed Frozen. I didn't, I thought it was a bit overrated, but it's an okay movie. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't be like, oh, you gotta go watch Frozen. It blew my mind. But it's just it's a good kids movie, so yeah. Anyway. How do you come back from a few early game deaths on a carry hero? It just really depends. I can't answer general questions like that.
That's a question on game kit.
The answer is sometimes
after you've
vague.
won. When is an appropriate time to say get wrecked, shit kid?
I don't know, Thor. I don't know when the appropriate time for that is. I think the appropriate time would be if they've been on your case all game. But technically, you shouldn't do it because 2 wrongs don't make a right, Thor.
It's a very adult answer.
If you want to improve the community, you should start with yourself. Think about it. Just because Elsa didn't farm with her skills doesn't mean you can hate on the movie. Well, she could have accomplished so much. Like, come on. Her kingdom could be super rich in ice sails or something, but she just kind of made everything pretty. What has gotten into you anyways? How come you started commentating? I've actually wanted to do this since the start of my stream 3 years ago. but I haven't done it as much as I should have, or would have liked to, or at all. I had like one education day a year, two, or something. But it's something I should have done a long time ago. But I don't know. It's something I would go to bed thinking, all right, tomorrow I'm actually I'm gonna teach the stream how to do like certain things better, right? But I just never got around to it. So yeah, that's so I just figured I'd give it a shot and try, and so far the results have been positive. So I hope everyone's enjoying it a little bit. I think I could do it a little better than what I'm doing now and get even more in depth, but for now, this is how it's starting off, and I
I'm
hope
gonna
everyone's
guess you
doing okay.
Have you done the support role today?
I have not, but nobody has asked for support role. Support, you know.